We want to talk some more now about Constable Pierzchala with someone who knew him very well. Nicholas Cryer was his high school wrestling coach for years, and he joins us now from Kelowna, BC. Nicholas, thank you so much for joining us this morning. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it was really shocking when I got the message that Greg had died. Just couldn't believe it.
Let's talk more about your feelings and your thoughts. How did you feel when you first learned about the shooting?
Yeah, it didn't make sense because anybody who knew Greg just knew that he was like a really kind, calm guy. Like if there was ever somebody, I don't know, you wanted in a time of need, Greg was that guy. Just a polite guy who'd walk up and help anybody. So it just didn't make any sense. I guess I was sort of in shock.
Can you tell us a bit more about how you knew Greg?
Sure. So Greg wrestled with me both in the high school team and our club team, wrestling team at the high school level. So he wrestled for me for 3 years, and yeah, we traveled around the province together.
And we have heard that, he always wanted to be an officer. Did you see that reflected in his character?
Oh, absolutely. I can't think of anybody who would have made a better officer. Like I said, he was there, he worked hard, he was kind to everybody. If you needed something done, he was the guy who was going to volunteer to get it done. So, yeah. And
Nicholas, how will you be remembering Greg?
I guess just as an all-around great guy. I mean, he was sort of that, if you want, that Captain America type guy. He was a clean-cut guy who worked hard, polite, always sir, madam, anything you ever needed. I mean, he was that guy. So that's really how I remember him. Probably my biggest memory from Greg would have been when he was still wrestling. He competed at both OFSA wrestling and OFSA swimming on the same day. I've never had an athlete do that before. So he actually competed in swimming in the morning at the provincial championships and drove straight up the highway to wrestle in the OFSA championships in the afternoon, and actually ended up winning some matches. And just what a character guy to be committed to 2 teams at both times, and just an awesome person, and somebody who would actually try and make that work, always trying to please.
And Nicholas, how do you want Greg to be remembered?
Just as an upstanding citizen, just a great guy. That's how I want him to be remembered.
Very sad time indeed. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and for remembering Greg with us this morning, Nicholas.
Thank you.
Nicholas Cryer coached Greg Pierzchala in high school, and he joined us this morning from Kelowna, BC.